Unsa, are you ready for some Counter-Strike? All right then, let's get this party started with Harry and Hugo.
Yeah, the polls are in, and the Danes are certainly hungry for some CS. I know me and Hugo adding a bit of Britishness to this cast. They're going to be on the edge of our seats as well. I want this one to go all three. I want it to go the distance, and I want Liquid to show us why they picked this map here and now.
Yeah, and you might just get that Harry. Liquid coming in on the T side, looking to start things off. And Inferno, always a great map for a best of three. You can never turn it down. Fnatic now favored on the Betway odds, but let's see if they're up for the task. Full-man ESL as we begin this pistol round, and Liquid, they got a lot of utility. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go back towards the B site with these two smokes. Right now, set up in second middle and crawling through the apartments, making sure there are no sneaky Swedes in the houses. That's not the case. This setup is cheeky from Fnatic, maybe a bit of a read into this pistol round, expecting Liquid to come their way, and right now everything's pointing at that. They've lost the banana control. Ali's just moved back in to join his team, and the flash is going over.
Oh, Brolin down in the pit, dinked immediately, still keen on taking these fights. There's 4 players here for Fnatic. Liquid, they've got to brave these stormy waters, and right now, they're looking good, but Crim's capsizing Nath down in the pit. The kills going left and right. They'll see there's 2 more back in the bomb site, and Stewie and Nitro lock that down. Golden rotating in from B, left in a 1v3. It's not going to be easy for him. Not impossible, though. We've definitely seen some big moments from this man. But this would be one the whole world watching. Golden triple peak. 1 from pit, 1 from graveyard, 1 in the site. There is no way he's winning that one out. Pistol round goes the way of Liquid, but we saw this happen back on Overpass. We saw them get that pistol round under their belt, and then we saw that famed Fnatic force buy coming in the second. They were able to snatch it away. I'm wondering, though, this being Inferno, a map where utility can be king, are they going to go for it? And it certainly looks like it right now.
Yeah, and if we look at the stats here from Inferno pistol round conversions, at least in the Odense so far, the T-side pistol win conversions only come down to 46%. That means the Force is now somewhat favored here, Harry, which is ridiculous to say. Liquid have got to have their wits about them in this second round, as Fnatic bring a lot of utility behind these Deagles. Waiting back towards B, 2 players with smokes and grenades ready. One thing to keep your eyes up for Fnatic that they're very good at on this map are getting those grenades through the CT smoke, bouncing off and landing on the coffins to stop a bomb plant. Don't be surprised if you see them give up the bomb site here for Liquid to take, only to take it back. Right now, Liquid aren't interested in B. Pressure being shown by Elise towards the top of Banana, but the rest of Liquid walking back into middle. That Scout already chipping away. Not quite going out. And JW, he doesn't know if they pushed out through mid, so he doesn't want to risk hanging around for too long. They haven't for the time being, but Liquid are being patient. Stewie flashed off the angle. Liquid really taking their time with this one, not knowing the numbers that Fnatic have on this site. 3 smokes even coming down towards short just to deny Liquid this aggression. And there's still smokes left up for Fnatic. This could be a delay play round with the CZs. And Liquid are already running low on time, 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I think there's a good reason why these second rounds get so dicey on this map. And these smokes are so strong. You can see Liquid have been waiting all round long to go for this A play. Brolin, he's gone through the backline, he's snatched the Galil away, and that flashbang is perfect. He's looking to get even more done. Brolin tagging players up. This Scout is now so much more deadly, and they don't even know that Crims is here. Oh, no, it's all gone wrong for Liquid. Naf trying to deal with him, but of course he cannot, and Fnatic, whoo, they're going to get that force buy round locked in. You love to see it, you absolutely do. They snatched that one away from Liquid in the second round.
We may be in a frustrating time of Counter-Strike, Harry, with the Krieg in play, with the economy up for question, but you got to say it really makes for some fun games. Fnatic winning that second round force, as we almost expected coming into this one, and it's Overpass all over again. Liquid, they may have opened up with that first round, but they just cannot convert. The worst part about that is they had heavy rifles as well. So look at the buy the Fnatic now have in this round. 2 picked up weapons, AK and Galil, plus an M4 around that. Liquid, they have no option but to continue the force buy wars. They have no option but to buy back in, and JW has already spotted them here in middle. Oh dear, that's a dink. Nice shot from Elige. The Deagle Usually a one shot to the head, but JW just getting lucky as it clips the corner. He's down to 4, and now he's just down. Liquid with a man advantage, and Fnatic have taken banana control. We might see this push Liquid faster into that A site, and Fnatic calling for a rotation, but it's going to be a long way away.
Yeah, and this isn't easy for these players back in the bomb site. These pistols, as they close the gap, can do damage, but Brolin and Crimson not breaking a sweat. In comes Golden on the wrap, and Stewie is shut down as well. Somehow that goes from looking dangerous, it goes from looking worrying to a near flawless round for Fnatic, only losing 1 player. Even as those pistols close the gap, even as they get into the bomb site, Fnatic hold their own.
Yeah, I love that fast flank from Golden as well. He just runs through the smoke down in Banana and gets up mid before Liquid have even got themselves into the site. Brolin already setting up with a few numbers on this pit position as well. He's so good over on A on Inferno. And Fnatic, they put Liquid on Eco once again. It's deja vu back from that previous map. Just pistols here. JW already looking to start to take control down towards second middle. I hope we see Fnatic keep up this kind of confidence when it comes into the rifle rounds, trying to force fight and take that bottom mid control. Flush has done so, at least in Banana, but JW caught out with a flashbang. Crims is going to bail his teammate out, and JW caught by the Glock, but that should be the only kill Liquid have in this round. Naf with the element of surprise, but not the weapon for it, tapping away with a Glock, and he will go down to Flusher. 3-1 lead here for Fnatic.
This is the same start we saw back on Overpass. To a T. Liquid getting the pistol. Fnatic stealing it away with that force spy and finding the conversions. Now back on Overpass, this success continued and wasn't stopped until that, like 10th round for Liquid. It was an 8-1 lead for the Fnatic side. They cannot afford to let that happen again here on their map pick of Inferno. So this first buy round for Liquid is paramount that it finds some success here. Flusher going blow for blow down on Banana, but it's JW pushing the extremities of mid that actually finds the opener here for Fnatic, and there is no response available nor offered to Liquid. They're going to have to play this round a man down now.
Yeah, and a safe play, just execute into that B site. You know that right now Fnatic have got a 2-man setup there. They're not going to have numbers down towards B. They've had Banana under their control most of the round, and there's the flash. Flusher might call for help. JW is going to be that first point of rotation, but right now, no one has been spotted. They know Flusher's in the spawn as well. He doesn't need to go wide. He's got Golden making contact from the new box as well. Flash back in, and Liquid are held back, but that's just giving time for Fnatic to draw this rotation. JW now in position. Flusher's going to get flashed in for the fight, and Nap will take him down, but now they know a second man is in CT. Golden buying time at the back of the site. That AWP going around, but the Molotovs are in the face of Liquid and they can't move forward. Twist has found a killer Mino in the mid, and they might just rotate off the back of that, but JW laying down the pain in Banana, 29 seconds. Enough time for Liquid to rotate, but they're just holding stalemate right now. Golden can see the barrel.
And that might have betrayed them here. Fnatic aren't rotating because Golden's seen these players, but JW going back to keep an eye on CT has allowed them to cross into the site. There was a gap in this smoke that could have changed the outcome of this round, but instead, Twist pushing ahead, pushing the envelope, deals with JW on that rotation. And now Crims, he's 8-1 in the server right now. He broke a record just the other day, and a 1v2 is required from him. But no one from Liquid is offering anything up here. Crims desperately looking for an avenue back in. This time is now ticked far too low. Surely there's not a chance for Crims in this one. He's still hanging around. He's trying to maximize this damage. And Twist hunts him until the very end. Liquid this time getting off to this start early on, not letting Fnatic build up this huge bank of rounds.
Yeah, and it's great to see Twist finding his form early in the map as well. He was the bottom performer for Liquid back on Overpass, and right there in the first rifle for Liquid, 3 kills, and hugely important ones with a disadvantage in numbers for Liquid. That slow play in Banana, even though they could see the barrel of one player, I think it was Stewie caught behind the corner, it didn't matter. Fnatic decided to rotate heavy numbers back towards the A site once Twist found that kill in mid, and it comes back to bite them. The retake is not there. We do have a buy-up though for Fnatic moving forward. No AWP for JW, as that's been gifted over to Naf, holding on to the middle portion. JW just on a scout instead. Fnatic waiting in the wings, but those flashes set them back up to take banana control back from Liquid. They won't push the extremities until now, going back in with the second flashbang. Nitro's caught in the apartments. Plenty of map control for Liquid despite giving up the top of B. And plenty of time, most importantly. That's been one thing that has been lacking on some of these T-side rounds. Some very close executes back on that A site in Overpass. Does lend itself to the same situation here on Inferno as well. And we know Liquid can get out and be favored in those scrambly last few seconds of the round. Ali's just trying to sell a B fake. And the rest of Liquid setting up for this A play.
Yeah, you've really got to give credit to Fnatic for not taking these early peaks and just wasting this time down. Now they're going to start to gamble, rotate Flusher away from this B side of the map. He's considering the idea of going for it. Fnatic almost looking like they had the read. JW gets away with some damage on the scout. 20 seconds on this clock. Liquid, if they're going to go for this, they've got to go now. They start to wrap into this bomb site. Two players here. It's Brolin and Crims trying to lock it down. They've got this crossfire set up. Crims dropped. Brolin follows. Bomb plant to be found for Team Liquid. Just about 2 seconds left as that comes in. And Fnatic, it might just have to be the save. They do a good job of not offering anything up early, but with that comes the consequence, comes the downside of having to play very reactive Counter-Strike in those final 15 seconds. And on a map like Inferno, where these rotations can make or break your CT side, that leaves them hamstrung. With no players inside of the site, JW not getting away with a kill on the scout. It all falls apart there. Team Liquid tying this one up. Looking to make this an interesting series after all.
Yeah, like we said, right, when we saw these two teams face just the other day on this, back at the ECS finals, we saw the same map pool, at least for Inferno. It did go the way of Liquid, and they're looking to do the same once again. We're going to throw it over to Chad. He's got a tactical timeout for us.
Just bringing in here the nuisance that Brolin was a little bit earlier, guys. We're going to focus on him in apps. He gets this kill on Twist, and then the focus is completely on him. You can see Stewie is going to push this smoke and take a massive risk. Naf trying to spam him down, and he's drawing all of this while doing damage. We're going to take another look here as they try and run him down. They want to stop that Galil from getting back towards the pit. JW's already rotated over, and he's going to grab himself a kill as well. So this came through on the force buy. We might be having another force buy coming through right now, so let's see if Fnatic can be just as disruptive and who it's going to come through.
I love these little moments from Chad. I love that we give him some time up on the big screen to show off and flex that Counter-Strike brain that much more. Fnatic's A-side setups, they have been interesting to note. In that last round, they tried to do something kind of similar, right, with having a player hidden in the site. It was designed so that once again, they could pull the attention away off of their site player, like what they did to Crims, like how Brolin assisted him in that round that Chad just broke down there. But this time the crossfire was different. It was two players inside of the bomb site, one holding long, one holding short. And it didn't work out for them. So I'm curious if Fnatic are maybe going to move back towards that style that was working, try and get Brolin back up into the apartments. He's been having success there. Let's see, as that money has broken down for the Swedes. And it might just have to be another partial investment here.
Yeah, maybe not the force that Fnatic would have wanted, right? Couple of guns held on to, but 2K money and 2,400 loss bonus as well. So you may as well just hold on to your pistols here if you're Fnatic and wait for that money to kick in. That being said, that's only going to give Liquid the T-side start that they really wanted coming into this map. No more dominant beginnings for Fnatic. The Liquid have to draw back. A slug, no. Just waiting for tech issues to get resorted before we get back into this first half. As
yeah, I mean, this is you know, like time where for these guys they're cooling off a little bit, right? They're wanting to get straight back into things, especially over on the Liquid side. You know, they've been finding success. They've had Fnatic's name and number, and for the Swedes, coming into this round, you know, it's likely just going to be full pistols around those two saved weapons, so you really don't have a lot to work with. And I'm curious how they're going to divide these up. I wouldn't even mind seeing JW make a very like iconic JW decision and just go for these early scout duels like in the beginning of the round. I think a lot of that's going to come down to spawn. Man, the wooing was something that never went out of fashion.
Yeah, I think they stole that from North America. Come on, guys, you can do better than that.
Wow.
I think we just have to wait till Astralis get on the stage, Harry. That's when the crowd's really going to be
Then it becomes all business, man. Yeah. The Danes, you know, they love a bit of Astralis.
And we love a bit of pandering.
We do, and we do. It's the greatest feeling. And that's the thing. One of the reasons why I love these events in Denmark is obviously everyone loves Astralis, but they also just love great Counter-Strike. And so, you know, even in that series, even if, you know, in that grand final, if Astralis get there, if we get to have some of the matchups that we're predicting, you know, like an Astralis Liquid or something along those lines, an Astralis Fnatic, you know that the Danes in the crowd, they're going to want that to go all 5 maps, but they just want their team winning at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's nothing like, you know, going to NA events and then the NA teams get knocked out in the playoffs and then all the fans leave the arena. Well, on the plus side here, at least you always know Astralis are going to be in that grand final, at the very least, so... Or at least that's where they want to be.
On the pandering,
I don't know, mate. I feel like it's based in fact.
Oh, you're confident. You're confident in this one. To be fair, they already are sick, and now they've got the home crowd behind them. So there's always that. In this matchup, though, something tells me we've got some Fnatic fans out in the audience. There we go. One guy. He's yelled. Just waiting to get this resolved. We're trying to keep you guys informed with what exactly is going on up on the stage. Sounding like a mic issue right now, so just getting that swapped on over. Shouldn't be too much longer left on this.
Yeah, obviously, as a player as well in this position, nothing worse than having to have one of these tech timeouts. You can't actually talk to your teammates. You can't say anything. So, you know, players on Fnatic, they might have solutions. They might have ideas.
That's why the camera always goes to them, and it looks like, you know, you look at their faces and you think, is this the face of a man in front of thousands of people in a sold-out arena competing for hundreds of thousands of dollars? Well, no, one of the reasons why they just end up sat there is, you know, for integrity, they're not allowed to talk during these technical pauses. And so, you know, it can get a little bit boring.
Frustrating, maybe.
One of the things that I'm liking already from Liquid here, as opposed to Overpass, is I think the fact that they've been able to break this streak so early on, starting to build up some confidence. The name that you mentioned just a few rounds ago, Hugo, is Mr. Twist. He was pretty quiet back on Overpass. He's usually one of the players we look to in this squad to be delivering those big numbers alongside players like Elige, alongside players like Stewie. And so him finding his footing, this early, even scoreline, it's definitely setting us up to go the distance just like we wanted to. And I think, you know, that's the quarterfinal we deserve at the end of the day between these two squads. Fnatic, they came to this event and they started pretty slow. They started not really looking like the team we wanted to see. And now it's all coming together. Liquid as well, let's not forget, we know the problems they had. They had to fly on in. But speaking of flying in, we're flying through this map because finally the tech problems are over. We've got them sorted, and now we're getting into round number 7.
Yeah, all that break only for Fnatic to have pistols in their round. That's going to feel rough as they have little to put up against Liquid. We're going to need Golden and JW to step up. And already the grenades are fantastic for Liquid. Finding an early kill and another for Elige. Just spamming that smoke. Up for the chopping block. Golden's still here, however. JW losing his face, and Nap holding down from the bottom of ramp is going to be able to take this one step further for Liquid. Golden's given up B with that Molotov landing at the corner. And Brolin's come to join him here. But even so, one by one, Fnatic start to fall, and Liquid, this is the kind of confidence-boosting round that they would love. Gun gifted over, can be dangerous in the hands of young Brolin. Let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, thankfully, it's not much. They put a stop to him, but it's always scary when Brolin gets his hands on the Krieg. I think he's got to be in the runnings for the best Krieg player in Europe, right? Like, he looks so damn comfortable with that gun. And I think that's one of the mainstays as to why this Fnatic T side is usually so successful for them, because you've got players like Brolin. And really, for me, the two stars of this team come in the form of Brolin and JW, but the problem is JW, as we've seen, struggles a bit on the consistency front. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say when comparing him to the young star in Brolin, but let's see. As fast mid play coming in, Stewie is not waiting around. He's in CT spawn before Fnatic have even set up over on this A bomb site. JW looks aware. He's thinking this is the exact kind of thing I would do. And Crims is going to double back and deal with Stewie in the backline. But you can see the effect this has had on this Fnatic setup. Look at this. This isn't a sight you see every day. 3 players grouped up back in CT, now having to take a bit of extra time to spread out and regain this map control. And Crims gets deleted through that smoke, through a wall back in the library. Elige looking to keep up this big performance from earlier on today. Turns this now back in favor of Team Liquid.
Such important kills, and the rotate is even better for Liquid. Fnatic with the 1 man down on B, and even though that man's Flusher, he's got nothing to hold this off but a FAMAS. Utility is gone, the smoke is down, and Liquid are going to go right through as it begins to fade. Flusher gets smoked off, and he can only spam. Twist is even finding kills on that lurk, even now. Brolin trying to regress down mid to his own demise. Flusher's waiting for the plant to go through. And there it is, but Naf's covering the smoke. This is not a fight that Flusher's going to win. He's going to wait for it to fade. Nitro up for the site, and oh dear, Flusher's found them both. The bomb's down for Banana. Liquid have 2 players here, but that's where the flank is coming through. JW taking his time. Twist missing that timing on the flank, and right now they must be considering CT being the possibility, and JW, element of surprise as he creeps back up Banana, and he might be able to win this round on his own.
Oh, they tap the bomb, and now JW, but Twist is quick, and this now falls into the arms of Flusher all alone. He doesn't know where that second player is. Never spotted by JW. And that there looked like it was going to be Fnatic's round. The timing on that flank was perfect. Twist has cleared the back line twice and never once spotted JW there. But in that one moment, in that 1 millisecond, Twist decides to pivot back and deal with the Banana flank. They salvage that round. They don't let Flusher deliver any heroics, and from start to finish, this was such a good recovery from Team Liquid. They get a player in CT, they lost Stewie early, and then we looked to Elige to deliver that masterclass of opening this round back up over towards Arch side.
Yeah, they even get away with the AWP as well. Flusher went back into the site after the bomb blew the AWP towards his position. So that's the one weapon the Fnatic are relying on in this round. JW, oh dear, he's got the Zeus.
He's got the Zeus. Look at this. This is a JW play. Will he get away with it? Let's see. Oh, he just might. He just might. There's players over in second mid. Brolin is the bait here. He's the man to draw them in. And you want them to not check JW. You can get away with one. A little tasing, a little hazing, something to get in the heads of Team Liquid.
But they're going to avoid it for now. Still 2 players top B, and Liquid now just pushing the middle portion, trying to work out where this setup is, where the stack is for Fnatic. You don't want to execute straight into B in this kind of position because you don't know if Fnatic have 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 players here. It's not information that Liquid have, and this round is all about gambles. Golden decides against it with Elige keeping him at bay with that smoke. 2 players for Liquid trying to force rotations towards this B bomb site. The bomb on the other side of things might just start to come back, but there's the AWP already being spotted. Liquid don't want to walk back into that one. Instead, they go into the pistols. 5-on-3 for Fnatic. Brolin is still up in the apartment, and he's hearing all these footsteps. Liquid are running back down middle, and they're going to run to their death. Brolin dropping the bomb. Twist has to go back to pick that up, and even though he gets the kill, it's allowed Fnatic to stack up on this B site, but look at Elige.
Oh, no. Well, Elige is in B, but players have gone past him, and now they don't realize they go running into Golden, and they're wondering, how did he get here? What magic is this man using? Elige has got to answer back. He's mastered the dark arts, but there's only 7 seconds. Teleportation, time changing, not one of his talents, and it's just missed the bomb plant. Elige needs the kills, and they're not going to give it to him. Even trying to find him after time, he just about gets away, but somehow Fnatic snatched that one away from Team Liquid. So much credit goes out to Brolin there, holding in the boiler, hears those footsteps, makes the call to the rest of his team that that bomb is going back to B, and he knows with that short smoke getting thrown in, it's meant to block, it's meant to stop players taking that exact peek that he goes for, and he just catches the timing, getting ahead of the smoke, getting ahead of the game, and this from Golden was masterful as well. Leaves that player in the bomb site, doesn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, it's such a rough round for Liquid. That's one where you really get tested as a team. Communication all up in the air, and not knowing where Fnatic are either certainly makes things hard. Elige, I love that little play through the wall smoke he throws on the site. While Flusher gets away with a kill on the AWP, Elige almost finds that trade while pushing through. Liquid still holding the lead here, but Fnatic winning it with pistols is going to be a huge economy boost here on the CT side. They're going to have everything they need and more. Brolin's been thrown over the Krieg as well. Fnatic playing to their strengths.
And that's one of the things, I love Golden being back in this Fnatic squad. I think very few IGLs in this space can sit back and mesh with this style of Counter-Strike that this three-man core of Fnatic plays. And somehow they really have found some diamonds in the rough in Golden and Brolin. Both players with their own unique stories and their own unique blend of CS that they bring into this team. But that's something that always surprised me the most, is how well this five-man unit, a team where, you know, you've got such a spectrum. You've got veterans that have been here since the beginning, and then also guys who made their way up through a literal game show, for God's sake, over in the form of Brolin. It really is a mishmash, and it is this beautiful harmony of five players all on the same page, all playing that same heads-up, very aggressive style of Counter-Strike. And occasionally, they clearly give Golden the respect to rein them in, but in this round here and now, Liquid are the ones elevating the pace. Liquid are the ones picking things up. As they go and try and challenge Banana early, Golden, not keen on peeking into this, does fall on back, has Flusher alongside him. Right now, a bit of a stalemate for this top Banana control, and Liquid, they've played this well. They haven't thrown nor made a single bit of noise, no utility, nothing to telegraph this play. So top Banana right now belongs to Liquid, and Fnatic, they don't really know just how far these players have pushed on up.
Yeah, but Flash is going in, and Liquid going to commit off the back of it. They're great. Golden's so blind, but Liquid is so low. Molotovs can't be pushed here, because these players are tagged up at the HE. Stewie is going to perish in one. That grenade comes flying back to Golden, and he just needs to buy time. Flusher caught by the AWP, but he gets a thing before he goes down, and somehow Naf has saved the day. 2 kills as he gets picked up jumping above the site. Crims is going to look to stop this bomb plant, but he's too late to the party, not too late for the frag. Liquid, 11 points of health between the two of them, and they're going to get picked up on this retake. Smoke to cut off Elige. He's got to go right through it, and he's got to find this 1-on-3.
Yeah, this feels undoable for Elige, and indeed it is. Brolin makes it so. Defuse found for Fnatic. They're going to tie this back up to 5-5. That attempt at the switch in pace, that attempt at a fast B play does not work for Liquid, and now it's back to the drawing board here for the North Americans.
And that's like a prime example of why executing into the B site at the start of the round can get so rough as a team. Even though Naf finds some important kills with that AWP, the utility was just there for Fnatic. They're able to put 3 players down so low before they even got through the site, and Flusher's Molly even finds first blood there for the Liquid side. Walking in as the wounded, I guess, is Liquid now 5-5 against Fnatic. The AWP is still here, but Naf is down on an SMG. Money lost, and JW looks to gain control. Won't commit with that push for long. There is a Molly down bottom mid. It's kept Stewie at bay, but he's going to go through it as it fades. Golden's even taking Banana as well. The money for Fnatic is out of control, and it's allowed all this utility. No one here for Liquid to stop them. They'd rather fight towards the A side of things. Flash up mid, JW push back. Denied info from that long smoke. And even calling a rotation. Fnatic are going to move Golden over. Flusher holding that solo B position with the AWP. Taking it over to typically or being JW. But he does play over towards that A site, and this is absolutely fine for the time being. Liquid aren't even trying to look into Banana, so Flush has got all this sightline for free. Smoke towards Moto. This is going to open up the chance for Liquid to get players into the CT spawn.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It still feels like there could be a chance at this B commitment, thanks to Stewie being left down at the bottom of T mid. Now he rotates up and rejoins this bomb. But for Team Liquid, they've left a failsafe in place. They knew that that Banana side of the map didn't have anyone aggress down it. It is still going to be this A play now with Stewie joining the rest of the gang. 25 seconds as they try and go in. Time is a real problem now for Liquid. They need these kills, and Brolin is not moving a muscle. Finally, they deal with him, but where there's one, there's so many more for Fnatic, and there they go. Crim's doubling up. And it's back into the lead for the Swedes. 6-5, Liquid. Now the money's run out. They're down in the dumps. They're back on this back foot. And somehow, some way, they are expected to recover. Their first timeout called on in.
And when we saw Liquid previously go for those fast, short A plays, you know, with 10, 15 seconds left up, it was double site setups for Fnatic that was just getting absolutely torn apart. This time, we had the crossfire, Harry. We had 4 players on A for the Swedish side. So not only is Brolin going to be able to play the pit with that Kree, but he's got Crims and another teammate inside of the site to lay down pain. Liquid with crossfires from all angles.
And that there is the strength of having that AWP at Banana in Flush's hands go uncontested from Team Liquid. The fact that they have Stewie holding for aggression, they never even learn that the AWP is there. If Stewie had spotted Flusher with the AWP holding Banana, that round likely would have shaped up very differently from Team Liquid. The second you see that, you know there's going to be a 4-man stack over in the A-bomb site. You can almost guarantee it, but it never gets seen. It never gets spotted. And so Liquid, they walk into that stack and are none the wiser.
And again, Fnatic just continuing going through the motions. Banana smoke coming through, and Liquid with just nothing to stop it. They are waiting for this, though. 5 players sitting on the ramp right now for this T side. They want to take control towards B, but Flash is back with the AWP. Not going to be the solo man here either, and flashed out, still gets a shot. It's Twist to go down first. Golden not pushed back at all by Liquid, who will just go back towards middle. JW laying down the pain with this M4, and these pistols are finding absolutely nothing in this round. Fast pace being denied by the utility, as always. And Naf desperately looking for something with the CZ. Elige has the Deagle, but even that is not going to be enough to find a shot. CZ at this kind of range should be a rough one, but Naf gets away with a single kill. However, that should be his last.
Yeah, Death delivered very, very swiftly. Fnatic not missing a beat. You can feel they're picking up the pace. They're picking up the momentum now to end this CT half. This was looking like a very good recovery from Team Liquid, and now that might not be the case as Fnatic are building this lead up more and more. Rifles out across the board now, and a fast mid play from Crims. He's already down into the back line. The player at ramp, I think that was Elige, just got flashed off the angle, so he doesn't know that Crims could be here, but he checks it, anticipates that maybe Fnatic have tried something with all this utility going down into mid, and will get rewarded handsomely. Quite the kill to find. Liquid, first time in a very, very long time. They're now approaching this round with a man advantage.
And another gamble being made by Fnatic. Flushes solo B, and while this is typical to see it if you have Banana as a CT side, he doesn't even have that. He's playing it from the spawn. And again, Harry, it might be the lack of info for Liquid that comes back to hurt them in such an important point. They haven't seen this orb yet. They don't know that Fnatic have 3 players over towards that A site. And so even with a man up, they're still walking into the favored site of 2. Flusher, oh, he's just going to get nailed to the wall. Elige, huge kill, and that's going to send Liquid right back. Now they know that there's no one here looking for that trade, and Fnatic are going to have to desperately throw in rotations. Golden is here in time. They have a smoke for the spawn, but he's going to peek out ahead, and he could line up more than one. Bomb dropped, Elige low, and Golden finds him through the smoke.
And that's going to spur Fnatic on. A bit of a movement genius as well as Golden B-hops his way over onto the coffin. Smoke is down. That's going to keep him out of this round for the time being. Do be sure to keep your eye on Nitro as well. That number 9 on the minimap rotating in through the back line of Fnatic. This could be the play that makes or breaks this round for Team Liquid. Nitro getting one. The trade in almost immediately from Brolin. There's still a chance for Fnatic. They've dealt with the flank. It's whether or not they're ready for Twist, and they are. Now it's only Stewie, and Brolin inside of B takes that round in his hands. Defuse comes in, and with a second to spare, Fnatic, they put up another.
Nitro didn't need to take that kill. He could have waited, he could have delayed it and gotten back into the site, gotten closer. But surely at that point, if you're Liquid, you think, I take this with 3-on-2 and we surely win the round. But Brolin is so quick with that turnaround, flicks back in the ruins, takes down the flank, and then follows up with 2 more on the site. This guy is unbelievable, no matter what weapon he has. You can see the smiles on Fnatic faces. That is a huge swing round to win on this CT side. They might be able to 10-5 the half off the back of it.
The thing that's so wild about that is Brolin didn't know where those players were. There was no hints ever given over. That's just all on the back of his understanding of the tendencies of Liquid and pre-firing that emo position.
Oh, dear.
Utility heating things up down at Banana. And it's a little too hot for Liquid. They've been evaporated. They get sent away from this side of the map. Everyone's low.
Nav's lost his gun. He left it in the banana. I don't know what's happened, but he's down to a Glock and he needs to move back up and grab it. Fnatic have at least given him that room to play with. But Harry, what can you do here if you're Liquid? 15 points of health left between your 2 players, and JW is reaggressing as well. He might just cut these players off as they sit back in middle, just missing the bomb, but not missing Nav. And now Fnatic, they have got everything in their hand. The only thing they're missing is the information. Where has Nitro gone? The element of surprise now left on this man as he goes once again through the spawn. Brolin playing with the timing here in CT, but it could be favorable for Nitro. They've just swapped positions. Brolin's just pushed past. Nitro's got his flank in, but Brolin's going to turn back around, and he won't miss a beat. Fnatic, 9 rounds on this CT side. Another blow to Liquid's terrorist half, and with no bomb plant, they are down and out when it comes to the money. 10-5 looking like a probability here for Fnatic on their CT side of Inferno.
This is vintage Fnatic in the server. These are everyone showing up in spades. Liquid in with another tactical timeout. They're trying to figure out exactly what's going wrong. Now, at the end of the day, 5-round T-side, it's recoverable. You can make it work, but you think about how long it's been since we've even seen a round put up by this T-side. The last, 6 in a row going in favor of the Swedes. You know, this was a 5-3 scoreline in favor of Liquid at one point in time. They were the ones in the driver's seat, and now, well, it's Grand Theft Auto, mate. They've been torn straight out of there, and Fnatic are driving off, looking comfortable. Last round of the first half about to play out, and this buy from Team Liquid is dismal.
Not what you want, but got to make do with or what you have. Naf back on the SMG. And fast up second mid for Liquid. This is the exact kind of round to throw in a quick play towards that A site, try and get back up through the apartments, but JW is doing the same. Takes his AWP into position, Molly in mid, and just going to back out, hearing all these footsteps from Liquid, all this utility going up through mid. Fnatic have taken Banana once again, but Liquid are going to flash through the smoke. JW pushed back off of mid, going to have to go back towards the site, and Liquid, they can just go storming into the B side of things. Smoke down, and Flush is going to fire through it. Absolutely no idea how he finds those kills, but it is Flusher after all. JW's won his duel back towards A, and Fnatic are 4-on-2. Liquid, doesn't matter where they rotate, they are walking into an equal situation on either of these sites.
Yeah, so they decide at least to get out of the choke point that is Banana. They look for some solace over at the A site, and Brolin and JW aren't going to let you get your foot in the door. It's a 10-5 half in favor of Fnatic. Things are looking up for the Swedes. They're eyeing up their 2-0. They're eyeing up that semi-final spot. Liquid, they've got to have the comeback of a lifetime here. Can they get it done, or are Fnatic taking this one? Join us after a break to find out.
on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah? And that I'm sick of this friend zone. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
Take a dive before you dry out. It's the only way to live.
Fnatic have not been in the playoffs of an EPL final since Season 6. That's 4 seasons ago, and right now they sit in pole position to knock Liquid, the defending champions back of Season 9, out of the tournament here. Quarterfinals, map number 2, Inferno, and Fnatic sit 10-5 up. Is there going to be anything here that can stop them?
Oh, well, with how it's looking right now, Fnatic are on fire. Liquid, meanwhile, leaving us wanting a little bit. I'm hoping the CT side is when we can see Nitro on that AWP come into his own. Fast mid play has already Twists and Stewie have both gotten past these players in alt mid. This is such an awkward pistol round. Team Liquid, they've got some semblance of mid control, and there's the first kill found. Quite the scalp to take as they deal with Brolin. Down in middle, JW hunting these players, looking for the equalizer, and Twist gets caught looking up into the sky. JW continuing this reign of terror in towards the A bomb site, doing even more damage. The rest of the team, though, they've found that kill onto Elise. They get the hell out of A, and they run towards that B bomb site, but JW does not. JW waits, and he waits, but he's given up his position. Now they know, and they're just going to leave him. They're going to leave him in the back line and focus on this retake.
They can't afford to dedicate time to that back. JW can just stall them forever. Liquid need to go towards that plant and try and get the defuse going. Golden, such a long range, and the USB is perfect. Flusher finds another, and there's crossfires from all positions. Fnatic, another pistol round. Liquid may have started off this map, but it was Fnatic's force once again, and they look to convert this one. Like we mentioned after that first half, Harry, Liquid these T-side pistols don't get never get converted here on Inferno, at least not in Odense and Liquid. They're going to need to win another force buy if they want to keep themselves not only in a position to actually bring us to a third map, but in this CT side. Force coming through, pistols and armor, but Fnatic are poised and ready.
Wow, this was the revenge match, the grudge match between Fnatic for that loss to Liquid at ECS. The same map pool as this best of 3. And we all know how that one ended, but Fnatic, they're spurred on. They're looking for this revenge, and they're looking to take it convincingly. There's this force buy from Team Liquid. They've cobbled together what they can. But is that going to be enough to stop the Swedish onslaught? This B-bomb site looking to be the object of Fnatic's desires. Smoke is down, and that's going to hold them back for the time being. Fnatic grouping all 5 players up towards this side of the map. They've got no fail-safes in place. They almost have to commit to B, and they will now. They go running in. Flashbang is good, but Nap fully blind, catching one. That might be it, however. He's lost Stewie back in the bomb site. Bomb plant will be found here. Nap has retrieved that AK, and that now becomes the heavy hitter, the thing that's going to make all the difference in this retake for Team Liquid.
He's at least backed up. He's at least stayed alive to let his teammate come in. Can just try and bait these pistols as they move back into the site, but it is not going to be an easy road for Liquid, even with the damage incurred onto Fnatic. Late flank from Elijah Banana is going to get checked by Brolin. He gets away with that kill as well. Fnatic back in with an advantage, and Liquid might just get out of this site, get out of this round. They can't win it. Flashes to send them flying, and Nap will at least get away with the AK, but I'm really drawing away for positives right now. Fnatic 12-5. And even with that one weapon taken for Liquid, it is going to need to do everything in the follow-up round. These Swedes are here with a vengeance.
And that's the thing, you think back to Overpass, one of the things that was the staple of this Fnatic T-side is that they kind of threw their conventional style out the window. Instead, it was all about playing low and slow and building into those rounds later on. Well, here, we're already starting to see some of that classic Fnatic style invigorating its way back into the squad. And I think that's because they're feeling so confident with this now. You know, they really are believing this 2-0 is in their hands, and it's also theirs to let go of. Team Liquid, armed with just these pistols that were held forward, the AK on NAF, they've got to try and stand the test of time in this one. But realistically, this should be a 13-5 scoreline if everything goes to plan.
Ooh, Leech. Playing with fire there, that spam from second mid. JW even almost catching him getting out, but Nav looking to force fights, and he might be able to get away with another, but Golden immediately trading, and that's the gun lost in no man's land. Mid is now Fnatic's. Liquid can't pick that one back up, and despite Nav's best efforts, he can't find more than a single kill. Fnatic even moving back to grab that gun, making sure that there's no way in hell Liquid can arm themselves. Nitro and Twist, the only weaponed and armored players here for Liquid as well. Leech is on the edge of that smoke, and even if it fades, he shouldn't be able to get away with his kill. Golden, quick flick back, finds the headshot, and now with that, Fnatic can just keep going, keep powering, keep piling into this A site. Another entry from Golden, and the stars are lining right now from Fnatic. Liquid have nothing to show for this round. It's going to have to be these pistols coming back in and finding exits, but it doesn't really matter. 13-5, Fnatic are poised perfectly.
And this is the Liquid that managed to take Astralis the distance just yesterday. This was a Liquid that were looking good. Fnatic might be about to disassemble them in 2 maps and 2 maps only if they keep getting their way. The horrible thing for Liquid here, the horrible situation that they're in, is they've got this buy round coming now. That's all well and good. They're going to have everything they need. If they lose that, though, if that round doesn't go their way, then they might never even get to play on this CT side.
Yeah.
and their fate at that point is out of their hands.
You just don't have that buffer, right? They needed something to go their way, even more than 5 rounds on the T side. The pistol didn't go their way. The force buy falls apart as well, and just every liberty taken by Fnatic here in this second map. Can they do the dirty? Can they do the damage? And can they shut Liquid out before they even begin? Stewie doesn't seem to think so, and he's going to force a gunfight down Banana, getting away with a kill onto Golden. Flusha can try and grab that weapon, upgrade from the SMG he once had, and he will stick ahead of this smoke, knowing he can try and fight for this Banana control. Liquid just going to opt out of it, safely so. Move and rotate back towards A, as that's exactly where Fnatic are moving their numbers. Brolin pushed up on short. Can be easy to get preoccupied with a pit when you're coming through this position. But will he read that both players are inside of the site?
Liquid, they've at least read this well. They've posted up. They're ready to deal with it. It's a 4-on-4 over at this A side of the map. Flusha around the corner into the firing line. Brolin, you asked if he was going to be aware both players were inside of this bomb site. Well, he deals with the first amicably and spots that utility getting thrown in. He now knows.
Oh.
There's someone else here. JW trying to hold that smoke, but a player's already gone through. Brolin gets blindsided. Elise and Nitro hold their own. And JW with just 30 seconds left in a 1v4. Surely there is absolutely no way back into this round for him.
And the realization as well that if he even goes to this, he might give away an AWP to a team that currently don't have one. That would be something huge that Liquid could use to their favor to try and pull this comeback. JW, it hurts to say, but it's a better call to save, and he's moving away to keep that weapon for a rainy day. Fnatic still have the money to buy rounded as well, so it's no worry. But there you go, Harry, right? They finally break the mold. They finally break the curse. Liquid get on the CT side. It's not pretty, and they have a long road to recovery, but if there was any team you couldn't count out at this point, it would be Liquid. Let's see if they can do it. When we get that AWP as well for Liquid eventually out, I wonder who will be taking it. We saw Naf use that a lot on the T side of this map, and Nitro is already having a bit of a rough performance. While that may tend to lean you away from giving him the AWP, sometimes a change in weapon is what can really help you spur on. JW certainly seems to think so. He's going to hold on to Banana. Smoke coming down though. Liquid deny that information here for Fnatic.
Oh, but fast mid-aggression is the order of the day. Elige is primed and ready, trying to respond, trying to answer back, but JW's got his name and number. Gets that trade, keeps it even, doesn't let this round get out of hand. Fnatic, they know that right now they've still got Team Liquid, they've still got the money, the momentum, right where they want it. The game still very much in their hands. And they're not keen on giving that away. They're not keen on parting with this easily. Golden, Crims setting up over in the apartments. Flusha still holding on to the bottom of Banana. Starting now to worm his way up. Stewie having to respond with a B rotation. Flusha's made nothing more than a drop of noise over towards that B bomb site. So the rotation of Stewie is back in. That means for Twist and Nitro, they've just got to hold this site. They've just got to buy some time. Fnatic closing the distance now, and Twist down in the pit. Answers the call, doubling up. Can he get any more? Twist, not done yet. And Golden, the last man left, all alone. Where are the rest of his team gone? 20 seconds as he's trying to find this. He gets away with some damage, but that is it for Golden.
What a play from Twist, man. What a hero in this round, not getting mollied out in the pit, and he doesn't even take a fight. He doesn't even show his position. Fnatic completely walked past it without expecting, and he just gets to pick his battles. Really well played. 3 massive kills, getting rid of JW with the AWP as well, and Liquid, they may have found the solution here. A couple of rounds in a row, getting back into the swing of things here on the CT side. Still a long way away, but these are baby steps in the right direction. Fnatic have been broken. We're back down to pistols. Utility up Banana for Flusha. That's just the one man, though. Rest of Fnatic moving in through middle and second.
Liquid were looking for a way back into this. Well, now finally being the ones in control of the money, finally looking good in that sense. This can very much be their olive branch back in. They haven't left themselves with very much room to work with, but they do still have those few rounds between a Fnatic match and series point, a little bit of breathing room. If they can take this round here and now versus these pistols cleanly, if they can build a bit of money, build a bit of confidence, that can be Liquid getting back into the swing of things. They're not a team that do as much choking anymore. Instead, it normally is this resilience, normally having to build back into these games. And Elige, he's going to do even more damage. Okay, might get picked up by JW, but the trade is in immediately from Nap. He provides all that and a little bit more. Flusher actually getting that kill. Brolan's Deagle gets it down to a 2-on-2. Rotations coming in from Stewie. But it's bottom of the board Nitro here at this A side of the map. AWP in hand, 2 pistol players to find. I was bigging this up for Liquid, but it could all fall apart if they're not careful. Nitro tagged up and he's just gonna hide. Doesn't give this kill to Flusher. And Liquid are gonna salvage that round.
Yeah, we were wondering if Nitro's ult would come through and whether it would have effect as well. It does. 2 important kills on that A site. And that was against pistols for Fnatic. That was a round that never should have come so close, but you just can't count these guys out. Brolan coming in with some huge Deagle antics, and Flusher pushing through the smoke with a Glock as well. You love to see it. It's classic Fnatic. And 13-8 Liquid, they're still drawing this comeback closer. Double AWP now coming through on the CT side as well. JW has his work cut out for him. Molly down mid for Nitro. That completely denies any vision, any information here for Fnatic. Lets him hold an aggressive angle towards mid, but eventually going to give that up, knowing that Fnatic could have pushed through second. Crims has done exactly that. Nitro going to rotate round. In the meantime, Naf's holding on towards B as well. He's got his teammate in CT spawn, and Fnatic have taken this top B control. Stewie ready with his Molotov if Fnatic want to speed up the pace, and with 3 players just round that corner, they certainly might want to.
Oh, Golden offers himself up. Re-peek in from JW. The AWP wins that head-to-head for the Swedish side. Stewie, that Molotov is so important. It buys time for this rotation around from Nitro. Fnatic, they've still got a minute. They don't need to commit. For Stewie, they line up for him. Oh, this man and Smokes, they go way, way back. And in this round, it's taken the advantage for Liquid. From nowhere, smoke down on the coffins. Fnatic, this play, whatever it was meant to be, has grinded to a halt on the back of this Stewie 2K. Quite literally, he's looking for even more. There's a bit of a gap in the bottom of that smoke, but he could only see close. Nothing presenting itself. Bomb plant coming in, and Stewie, right place to spray, but not quite the lineup. Crims out in the open, out in the fire, getting tagged down, gets away with that kill, and somehow it's gone untraded for Team Liquid. There's still a chance, especially with Brolan and Crims. Oh no! They've got it down to a 2v1. Nitro's got to go above and beyond, but maybe should be looking up as there's Crims to shut him down. Fnatic, what is that? How have they done it?
A 2-on-4, Harry, I have no idea. Stewie does everything he needs to. The spam through the smoke just can't stop the bomb plant in time, and Liquid, they set up for the retake, but they go in 1-by-1. Fnatic able to pick their fights, and that's a lack of utility being a bit of a problem for Liquid on the retake. If they had mollies, if they had HEs, they could have isolated Fnatic's positions behind the pillars, but instead it's just engagements being won. That Krieg showing up again, and Fnatic, it looked like that comeback was coming together, Harry. It had everyone believing Liquid suddenly maybe back in the game on this second half, but Fnatic are going to put a stop to it right as it begins. Third timeout coming in for Liquid. Fnatic haven't even had to call one in this map so far. Just using Liquid against them. And now it's only a force buy to keep Liquid in this map, in this series, and in the Pro League finals.
And this is just remarkable from Fnatic. The resilience this team has shown from day one all the way up until now. They've been growing and going from strength to strength. They arrive looking a little under the weather, but now it's all looking up. There's no money for Team Liquid. Look at this buy. This is up against what would give over match, series, semi-final point to Fnatic, and the best gun they've got is an MP9. This utility has to come in clutch for Team Liquid. They can go for this delay play. That's the one little thing they have to grasp onto. They've still got these smokes, and the longer Fnatic take, the more valuable they're going to become. So do be sure to keep your eye on that.
Yeah, Liquid gambling with a 3-man B setup as well, and Fnatic aren't falling for it, at least for the time being. Liquid assuming that, okay, Apartments has been the one position Fnatic have not been putting numbers to in this game so far, so let's just leave it open. Let's just hope for the best, but that is not what you want to be doing up against 14 rounds. No other choice, however. Smoke's being lined up towards this B site. Looks like a commitment for Fnatic, and even with this triple setup for Liquid, they have got to go huge. They do not have the guns to hold off against this play. Flash in for Golden, here come the cavalry. It's just one man going in alone though. Flash is not going to work out in his favor. 30 seconds, Fnatic doubling back. This rotate for Liquid is there at least. Elise just realized it's all a fake, but Golden's still getting kills over on the B site. Eventually traded. Nitro has to do it all. The flash is good, but the shots don't connect. The reload having to come through, and this CZ just doesn't work at this kind of range. Nitro finding one, but he's down to no ammo. The knife is out, he can't stop the plant, and Fnatic are all over this scoreboard. Crims with another, and this is looking done. 15 rounds on the horizon. Nap, he's got to do it all, and he's got nothing to do it with.
Not even a kit, not even a rifle to work with, Naf. If the best outcome heading up against 15-8 match and series point for Fnatic is an MP9 to hold on to, then this is really not looking good for Liquid. Naf is hoping he can find anything, any sort of damage. Crims offers up a kill. A little bit more done from the CZ, but that's Naf out of here. He wants nothing to do with these two remaining players. 15-8 match, series, semi-final point for Fnatic. 5 kills is all that separates them from locking in that spot versus Na'Vi tomorrow.
And I mean, this has got to hurt for Liquid, right? This is not the position they expected to be in. Defending champions of Season 9, they took the win back in Montpellier, and they have been looking good to round out this year. But right now, Fnatic on another level. Malmo was not a fluke. And hey, maybe Star Series didn't go the way they wanted it to, but right now they are poised and in position to get up against Na'Vi in those semi-finals tomorrow.
I know the Danes' favourites are Astralis, but here the Swedes, they're your brothers, they're your neighbours. Let's get some belief behind Fnatic heading in to what could be this final round. They're set up over towards Banana. They get repelled by that early utility. That's something that Liquid have done well. They're trying everything they can to soften these Fnatic guys up.
But it's just that position that Liquid got in, right? That start for Fnatic, the 10-5, the pistol conversion. It didn't leave Liquid with a buffer. It didn't leave them with a chance to fight back. They may have the damage with the grenades here, but they just don't have the weapons around it. And Fnatic moving up into the A site. Bomb in Banana right now. Looking to sell a fake, and Liquid have a 4-man stack on the wrong side of the map. This is not how Liquid want to fall apart, and they may not have a choice in the matter. Only Stewie on the correct side right now.
Yeah, that bomb's coming in, and now Golden opening up. The bomb plant's coming through. Liquid 4-on-5 retake is required. Naf trying to land the spray, but it's not happening today. And they say the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Well, no team has challenged Astralis like Team Liquid. Right now, Fnatic might be about to send them home in 2. Elige, Nitro, Twists. They've got to try and do the impossible. They deal with the first man, but Crims is still coming in on this wrap round. Elige gets the trade. It's so close. It's anyone's round. But Brolin and Flutter make it Fnatic. The game goes in favor of the Swedes. And they'll keep on fighting. They send Team Liquid home, and they do it in 2.
That's got to be a rough one for Liquid, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Fnatic looking like a powerhouse on this stage, and with Na'Vi coming up in those semi-finals, I cannot wait for that matchup tomorrow. Fnatic reaching new heights here at the end of 2019, and what a time to come alive. Brolin, 23 kills in this map as well, stepping up back-to-back games here for Fnatic. This youngster is looking incredible.